Good evening. Yeah, now it's working. Hi, everyone. What a beautiful evening for this event. I'm Tony Parentazzi. I'm the superintendent of the schools here in Nahant, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the Nahant School District presentation of high school awards and scholarships, as well as to our sixth grade moving on ceremony. Tonight we are joined by several distinguished guests, and I would like to take a moment to introduce them to you, although probably introductions are not needed, but it is protocol. First of all, I would like to welcome on all of our behalf Representative Peter Capano, who joins us. Welcome, Peter. Selectman Josh Antrim. I am aware that two school committee members are here. First, the chair, Patricia Sheehan, and the vice chair, Lauren Sherlock. And the award for the loudest ovation goes, no. Also, we have several representatives from our wonderful municipal partners who allow us to use this phenomenal facility and do so many other amazing things for our school district. I would like to note that Tony Barletta, our town administrator, is in the back. Tony. Police Chief Bob Dwyer is here joining us. And Sharon Hawks, our director of our public library, I saw, right? Yes. Nahant probably is the perfect example of the old saying about village and raising children. And so thank you all for everything you do for our children. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Kevin Andrews, who's the principal of the Johnson School. And here is Kevin.
Good evening, folks. My role tonight is to introduce some of the special people that we have this year at the Johnson Elementary School, our Johnson Elementary School sixth graders. Stand. Give them a round of applause. I'd like to introduce a couple of members of our student council. Vice President Isabella Skubakis and Secretary June Crowley, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So this evening, I have the privilege of working with several of our community members to recognize the hard work of Nahant students who will soon be graduating from their respective high schools. They will be moving on to higher education. So this evening, I will be joined at the microphone by the appropriate members of the community organizations. They represent their organizations and others, and we all wish to recognize those wonderful students for their tremendous work. And we'll get right into it. So from the, pick up that phone, from the Nahant Garden Club, Janine Buckley. And, you know, I'm not going to say anybody's name because it won't be right.
The Marine Ford Garden Club Scholarship is awarded to a student who demonstrates a genuine interest in the fields of ecology, conservation, and the environment. Our winner this year has worked diligently with Girls Inc., founding a sustainable recycling program. She has also made a service trip to Tanzania to help build classrooms and caring for children. She's interested in majoring in global environmental sustainability and looks forward to her freshman year at the University of Maryland. Molly Frauenholz.
The Nahant Women's Club.
Good evening, everyone. It's always a pleasure to be involved in having a scholarship in Nahant because it reminds us every year of what wonderful young people we are having grow up in this lovely town. And I'm very proud to stand here and be able to present this award to one of them. This scholarship is granted on behalf of the Nahant Women's Club to a student who exhibits promise in the areas of leadership and service. The committee, on which I do not sit because it's such a hard thing, and I'm so glad I don't, I was very, very impressed with this young woman, and I'd like to say that our winner this year is Julia Carboni. Let's go over here.
Next is the Lions Club.
Afternoon, folks. My name is Charles Scapins. I'm the president of our local Lions Club in town. The Lions are one of the largest service organizations in the whole world. Our motto is we serve. We want to serve our local communities. One of the big things we do is we raise money to cure blindness. But what we're looking for when we look at scholarship applicants is someone who not only displays scholastic ability, athletic, but most importantly is their service commitment and what they've done with their free time to give back. So this year, it is our honor to present our scholarship to Lauren Arena.
The Tommy Hutton Christmas Parade Award.
Good evening, and with the Christmas parade as usual, this is the 23rd year we've given out the scholarships, and this year we were fortunate enough to be able to give out 11 $500 scholarships. So, without further ado, I will let you know where they're going and who they are. Colleen Osbar, going to Seton Hall University. Seton Hall University. Congratulations, Colleen. And Molly Frunholz, University of Maryland. Congratulations, Molly. Julia Caboni, University of Vermont. Congratulations, Julia. Olivia Reiser, UMass Lowell. Congratulations, Olivia. Jack McGuire, Providence College. Okay, we will get it to Jack. Ryan Garciel, Salve Regina University. Grace DeGrande, Bucknell University. Grace, congratulations. Nicole Rosa, Roger Williams University. And I know she's not here tonight. She's getting a scholarship, I think, through her baseball abilities. And they have asked her to play in a special game tonight. So she will not be here tonight. All right, Lauren Arena, Westfield State University. Congratulations, Lauren. Jacqueline Frizzoli, Fairfield University. Congratulations, Jacqueline. And Madison Wren, North Shore Community College. She's also not able to come and pick up her scholarship tonight. She is traveling. Lisa, can you accept it for her? Okay. And that's it for this year's. Look forward to the 24th annual parade, and we'll be back in Tuesday.
The St. Vincent de Paul Society Award.
Hi, I represent the St. Vincent de Paul Society Nahant chapter, and the Bob and Janet Munnelly Scholarship is for a well-rounded student with a particular interest in the arts, education, or public service. And I'll keep it with just the facts. The winner this year is Molly Frauenholz.
The Bob and Janet Munnelly Memorial Scholarship. Say that again. Oh, I'm sorry. That was such a good award, I thought we'd do it twice. The Nahant Youth Soccer Award.
I'm the midget in the room. The Nahant Youth Soccer Association gives out a $500 scholarship every year to a player that played not only on the Nahant soccer fields, but continues to play at Swampscott High School. This year, we had a lot of applicants that applied, and they all did a tremendous job, but we ultimately decided on Nikki Rosa, who cannot be here tonight because she is at Roger Williams playing at a basketball game.
The Rona Brodsky Memorial Scholarship. Not everyone has a theme song.
Well, good evening, and congratulations to our rising seventh graders. Thank you. The Rona Brodsky Memorial Scholarship was established in the fall of 1997 upon the sudden and untimely death of Rona Brodsky. Miss B taught first grade at the Johnson School for nearly 30 years. She was loved by all. Miss B's scholarship is granted to an individual who demonstrates personal qualities of exemplary citizenship, conscientiousness, and good character. The hardworking and well-deserving recipient has been accepted to Westfield State University, where she will be majoring in elementary education. I am delighted to present the Rona Brodsky Scholarship to Miss Lauren Arena.
And the Nahant Teachers Association Award.
The Nahant Teachers Association Scholarship is granted to a Johnson School graduate who demonstrates good citizenship and shows qualities of reliability, courtesy, consideration, and cooperation. This year's recipient personifies her belief that responsibility touches every aspect of one's life, including being a responsible student, employee, family member, friend, community member, and member of society. The hardworking and well-rounded recipient has been accepted to the University of Vermont's College of Nursing and Health Sciences. I am thrilled to present the NTA Scholarship to Julia Carboni.
So that concludes the section of this evening where we present high school scholarships and awards. Let's give all of the recipients and the individuals and the organizations who made the awards possible a big round of applause. And here's Mr. Andrews.
We actually have one more scholarship, which is in the past has been distributed at a different event, and this year we've decided to add it to our event, and that is the American Legion Scholarship. Bob Fields. Bob Fields, please come up.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm happy to represent your Nahant American Legion, Post 215, to present our annual scholarship. The scholarship was awarded to the essay best describing how the writer would promote patriotism in their school. This year's winner of the Nahant American Legion $500 scholarship is Lauren Arena.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the second part of our ceremony this evening, the 6th grade part of the ceremony, and for that, I'd like to open it with our 6th grade student council president, Mr. Luke Sirianni. Take it slow, okay? Smile, look out. I'm gonna get
Good evening and welcome parents, family, friends, Johnson School staff, and class of 2019. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Luke Sariani and it is my honor to stand here in front of you representing this school as student council president. When I look back on our time here at the Johnson School, I think about all the moments we have shared together since we started our journey. Even though math is not my favorite subject, I did some calculating for you to see how long this journey has been for us. From kindergarten through 6th grade, we have spent a total of 7 school years here together. This is equivalent to 1,260 days, 8,190 hours, 491,400 minutes, or 29,484,000 seconds. I'm gonna share some of the memories from our journey at the Johnson School. Oops. When we were 5, we entered kindergarten, and Mrs. Purden was our teacher. We were full of energy and ready to learn. They paired us up with a 6th grade buddy who became a person who we looked up to. It has been a special privilege this year as the role has been reversed and we became 6th grade role models. In 1st grade, our teacher was Mrs. Peaver and the school work really started to go up a notch. We developed into better readers and mini mathematicians. For second grade, we had Mrs. White as our teacher. We participated in Valentine's Tea, and we got to bring a special person to school. Mrs. White spent time teaching us how to garden and appreciate the outdoors. Moving on to third grade, we had Mrs. Durant, and the work started to become even more challenging because it was our first year of having MCAS testing. She worked hard to prepare us for it. Fourth grade, we had Mrs. Shanahan, and it was one of the funniest teachers. Lucky for her, she gets to spend a week on vacation with me and Jackson. This started this Friday. And for our final 2 years at the Johnson School, we were taught by Mrs. Thibault and Mrs. Kobus. Some fun things we did in fifth grade were the sail car racing, science projects, and going on Northeastern field trips. Finally, our sixth grade year has been the most memorable and exciting year for us at the Johnson School. There were many awesome activities this year. We traveled to Ferry Beach to learn about the environment. We performed in the school play. We had a blast at Canopy Lake, and we had a huge water balloon fight with over 1,000 balloons. I don't know what the future will hold for you all, but I wish you all good luck on your journey to a successful life. As this door closes, many others will open with all kinds of opportunities. In closing, we must say goodbye and thank you to all the teachers and other school staff for the hard work you do on a daily basis to ensure that we are prepared to make that cross over the causeway and continue on our journey. I know that we will make you proud. A special thank you to Roxanne, who is the best cafeteria lady ever. Lastly, I'd like to thank the class of 2019 for all the friendships we have made. I know that we will make new friends in our new school, but we will never forget the ones we have made here. In closing, I'd like to leave you with the words of Carl Lewis. It is all about the journey, not the outcome. Make it a good one. Thank you.
Well done, well done. Nice job, Mr. Siriani. This time I'd like to introduce a second grade parent at the Johnson Elementary School, someone who's very involved at the school, and if you notice more students riding bikes and walking to school, it's because of a program that she really put the seed of at the Johnson School, Safe Routes to School. She went on to be elected to the school committee. Today, she is the school committee chair, Ms. Patty Sheehan.
Thank you. Good evening. On behalf of the Nahant School Committee, I want to congratulate you all on successfully moving on from the Johnson School and starting middle school next year. We're going to continue watching you. So I'll keep my comments brief and end with the words of others who are smarter and more interesting than me. Ellen DeGeneres, the comedian and talk show host, wisely said, "Follow your passions, stay true to yourself, never follow someone else's path unless you're in the woods and you're lost and you see a path, then by all means follow it." So this cute comedic saying stuck with me for a few reasons. First, staying true to yourself is, of course, very important. And I hope in the next few years you seek out opportunities to do what you love, develop new passions, and stick to your convictions. However, I think it's also important to know who to ask questions of, when to ask questions, and when to seek help, and to learn from others who have been down that same path before. So, as you enter into this next phase of your education, charge forward. But remember, if you're unsure what to do or what path to take, it's okay and important to look to others who you respect and trust for directions. And there's lots of people who have been on the path ahead of you. Lastly, when I see a work colleague each morning, he never says to me, "Have a great day." Instead, he always says, "Make your day great." So I will not tell you to have a great summer or that you're going to have a great experience in middle school, but I hope you can occasionally start your day thinking, what can I do to make this day great? So congratulations. Well done, class of 2019.
So congratulations to our sixth grade students and also to their parents, guardians, family members, our teachers and our staff, the members of our municipal team, and to all of our friends on this, a terrific milestone, the first one. One of many educational commencements. The word commencement I always found to be interesting. Commence means to start, and we do it at the end. And that's because it means both. So this is the end of one period of our students' lives and the beginning of the next sequence of periods. So at events like this, speakers usually say a whole bunch of words that nobody remembers. And probably shouldn't, because there are words that most of us just look in a book and find. So I'm going to keep it simple, I'm going to keep it short. First of all, one of my favorites, Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And if all of us lived our lives with that concept constantly in our brains, there probably would be a lot less road rage and other negative things. Students, you are developing, and you will develop the skills and abilities to be successful. You owe a thank you to many, many people, just like all of us do. None of us end up anywhere because of only one person, ourselves. So, suggestion number one, I'm labeling them for ease. Keep on learning. You're never too young or too old to be your best self. Suggestion number two, there are some words that breed success, and they're the ones we probably learned at the knee of our grandparents. Thank you. Number one, thank you. Always thank people, and sometimes thank them when they don't even do anything. It's just nice to say thank you. Please. Always good to say please, and you are welcome. I don't know, have you experienced when you go into a store and you say thank you in today's world, nobody says you're welcome. They say, okay. Or no problem. That's my favorite. I said thank you. Of course there's not a problem. So you're welcome. And most importantly, ask yourself this question, suggestion number three. What would my grandmother or my grandfather do with this? How would they expect me to act, or how would they act? So with those words, I want you to go a long, long way. You have a great start, and I'm going to model one of my three suggestions. Thank you. Thank you for being such fine students and representatives of the Nahant community. Move on, move up, and enjoy. Thank you.
Well, I want to share a few remarks about this sixth grade class. Every sixth grade class is different, and this sixth grade class is really special to me because it's the largest class that I've had since I started at the Johnson School to be moving on, and I think in a lot of ways the most diverse in terms of personalities and in friends and who they are and who they want to be. And when you're in a situation that is different from what you're used to, you learn a lot. And I've learned a lot in the last 3 years thanks to some of these folks up here. Through challenging times, we've had some topics that we've discussed or things that we've had to work through. And we've had times when it was challenging to focus. But I've also seen that over these 3 years, we've honestly and really, truly grown quite a bit. Even just this year, reaching out to the 6th grade student council. The first time I reached out to them, a little hesitant, adults asking me to do something. The second time, asking me to have them help me with something. Oh, okay, that's my job. And the third time, standing up tall and really ready to take on that responsibility. And I've seen that just in the last 6 months, this change in this class, they really seem to have been able to, bring themselves together, take the big things that have been stumbling blocks over time away and move to a time when they're enjoying each other's company and really taking part in the 6th grade activities that we want to see them take part in and are glad that they're taking part in. And I really feel confident that I've learned a lot, that this class has learned a lot, and that as a result, from the diverse experiences that they've had with each other as friends and classmates, that they really are well positioned to perform nicely at the Swampscott Middle School and other schools that they will be attending in the coming school year. I'd like to thank you for teaching me about 4th graders, about 5th graders, and about 6th graders, about the importance of relationships between adults and students in schools, how important those relationships are, reminding me of that, and then bringing forward what we've hopefully instilled in you to your future careers as students. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to introduce our music teacher, Ms. Basile, who will lead the class as they sing the song, "A Million Dreams." Am I right? Well done, sixth graders. Well done. Thank you for that performance. You know, these types of events and the other special things that happen at our school wouldn't be possible without the support from the community, without the support from special organizations. And at this time, I'd like to say a few words about a certain person in our PTO who is going to be moving on from her role as the president of the PTO. Now, I could be wrong, but I believe Ms. Shenna has been involved in the PTO since her children joined the school in one form or another. And I remember my first PTO event in the evening at the school. I was there helping wrap things up in the cafeteria, and Ms. Shenna said, "No, we're all set. You can go home, Kev. We got it taken care of." And I said, wait a second. I think I'm the principal. I think I have to shut this place down." And then she said, "No, you're in Nahant. You're in Nahant. It's going to be fine." And sure enough, it was fine. And because of such great involvement and a real trust, I think, that we have in each other, and also a picture of all the things that have to happen, from logistics, from deliveries, all hours, all times of the day, getting hot dogs ready, taking tickets, thinking about the students that didn't get the permission slip in, but we really want them to go. How can we make this happen? She's thinking about every student in the school on that trip, and making it happen, and raising the funds to make it happen, and doing the logistics and all the things that really have to happen in order for these things to work, because this room doesn't look like it does because of me, that's for sure. It's members of the PTO and folks who are organized, who are timely, and really know how to execute tasks. And she has that in spades and a generosity of heart. I'd like to ask Ms. Roxanne Shenna to come up to the podium. She'd stay on, but her sixth grader's going to seventh grade. So we give her another year if we could. Fortunately, her good friend, Nella Raffaelli, is going to be taking on the role, and joined as well by Mary Iovan in the front row here, too. So thank you, PTO, for your help. I'd like to now ask Ms. Meredith Thibault, our fifth and sixth grade science teacher, to come to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. The Patsy Bucher Science Award is presented each year to a fifth grade student who demonstrates consistent academic achievement in the study of life science, physical science, earth science, and technology, engineering, and design. Despite a demanding year, which included, I have to say this, a pretty funny role in the Cinderella play, and some time spent on student council, the recipient of the 2019 award has worked diligently to maintain a high level of academic standards, and it is thus my pleasure to present this year's award to June Crowley. And now it's really official because I actually signed it. Nice.
I'd like to ask to have Ms. Ruth Kobus, our 6th grade teacher, come up.
This year, it has been my opportunity, once again, to teach the 6th grade mathematics. And therefore, I have the pleasure of presenting this year's Lowland Award. The award has been given to a student who has excelled in mathematical proficiency since 1917. The award was named after the estate of George Abbott James, which is located at East Point. Several students were in contention for this year's award. However, one student in particular separated herself from the others with consistent effort, an eagerness to understand math concepts, high test scores, and a willingness to always support her fellow students as they tried to comprehend the challenging content of the 6th grade math program. It is my pleasure to present this year's Lowland Award to Colette Heil.
As I've mentioned, one of the great things about being a principal at a school with a town with only one school is that the organizations are just so generous, are able to be generous with their time, and the next organization is really generous with their time and involving our school in their work from Memorial Day Parade to Veterans Day. And so it's my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Toby Quirk from the American Legion.
Good evening. My name is Toby Quirk, and I'm representing the American Legion Post 215 in Nahant, Massachusetts. This is our 100th anniversary, and in 1919, one of the 4 pillars that the American Legion was established upon is children and youth. So we've always been connected with children and youth, and I want to extend a thank you to Principal Kevin Andrews for his encouragement in sealing that bond between Johnson School and us. The American Legion Citizenship Award, this is the bronze medal citizenship award. It recognizes a student who possesses high qualities of honor, patriotism, and service, all necessary for the preservation and protection of fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of society. It is my honor to present this year's Citizenship Bronze Medal to a student who has demonstrated service and patriotism and scholarship by helping other students in math groups, supporting people in their difficult times, and the name of this student is Colette Heil.
This year, we've been honored to have the involvement of one of our elected officials, and he's here today to give an award. Representative Peter Capano, please come to the podium.
Thank you, Kevin. It's great to be here. My first real big event in Nahant, and it's great to see so many civic organizations, veterans organizations, so many groups, the PTO, elected members of the school committee, municipal leaders here, all working together. I'm sure people don't want to hear, one more politician speak on a day like this, but I just wanted to say that life is going to present you with all kinds of challenges and opportunities. And, with a group like this, in a small town like this, where everybody comes together, you really can't miss. There's a lot of shining stars in this room, and I just want to quote one famous philosopher, since a few other people have, called Buzz Lightyear, who was popular when my kids were growing up, to infinity and beyond, for all of you. I'm here to present an award for Memorial Day recitation of the Gettysburg Address. It was a great ceremony. It was my first parade in Lynn. In Nahant. Did many in Lynn. And I was really impressed, sort of like this, in the few events that I've been in Nahant. The whole community comes together, and it was a great ceremony. As a veteran and as a rep for the district here, it's proud to me to present this award from the State House to Leanne Victoria Brown. Congratulations. Let me read it to you. Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincere congratulations to Leanne Victoria Brown in recognition of your Memorial Day recitation of the Gettysburg Address at Green Lawn Cemetery. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope of future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors. Signed by the Speaker of the House, Robert DeLeo, myself, and Senator Brendan Creighton.
Our next awards are the Presidential Awards for Academic Excellence. These are for students who have achieved the highest level of attainment in their classes in school based on their letter grades and also based on their state assessments. The following students are being recognized for their achievement. I'm going to say their three names now, and I'm going to ask them to come up together, and I will congratulate them. They are June Crowley, Colette Heil, and Leanne Brown. At this time, I'd like to invite our school committee chair, Ms. Patty Sheehan, and our sixth grade teacher, Ms. Ruth Kobus, to the stage as we present our certificates of completion. I'm also going to invite Mr. Tony Parentazzi to the stage. And this year we have a special gift to go along with their certificates of completion. We had a fantastic event this year supported by Swim, and so they have a lovely gift that they're going to be offering to the 6th graders. And I'd like to ask Nancy Cantalmo to come to the podium to say a few words about Swim and the gift that they're going to be giving to the 6th grade class.
On behalf of Nahant Swim, we congratulate the 6th graders on their moving on. SWIM stands for Safer Waters in Massachusetts, and this group was founded over 50 years ago in 1967 to protect our waters, beaches, and land from pollution and other harm. Many of you have helped out at our beach cleanups, and were participants in the Nahant Rocks program in November. SWIM published this book called A Guide to Exploring the Rocks of Nahant, and you will each be given a personalized copy with your certificate tonight. During your time at Johnson School, you have learned to love and respect the nature of Nahant. We hope this book will help you to continue to learn about and protect this special place in which we live. Congratulations.
I'm going to call this, at this time, I'm going to call the students who are earning their certificates of completion from the Johnson School. They're going to proceed across the stage and receive their certificate along with their book about the rocks in Nahant. Please hold your applause until all the students are finished and standing. I'd like to ask the back row to please stand. Corey Stevens. Ariana Bianchi. Heather Doucette. Ella Clark. Jackson Wren. Sostene Raffaelli. Leanne Brown. Richard Maddox. Victoria Newbury. Liam York. Cameron Angersbach. I'd like to invite the front row of students to please stand. Joseph Marino. Danielle Wabno. Oh, Daniel. I knew that. I know Daniel. Trinity Lucy. Camilo Bianchini. 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 I just said it right? Ella Shenna. Nora Kiesel. Colette Heil. Jolene Flebby. Isabella Skabakis. Isabel Skabakis. And Luke Siriani. And finally, June Crowley. I don't know what their last song. What's the next song? Ms. Basile will now rejoin us at the piano as the students sing their closing song. Stay standing. That was June Crowley on the guitar, by the way. All right, how about before we proceed out of the main hall, let's give our 6th grade class of the Johnson Elementary School one last round of applause. Would you like to take a bow, guys? We didn't practice the bow. And